today's Fuel Your Fire segment, we have Julia McCrae, nutritionist, and she is at Axiom Wellness Center. Welcome, Julia.
Thank you, Snowden. I'm glad to be here.
So I know that you're much more than a nutritionist. You're an integrative health specialist. You have a lot of different thoughts and ideas about how people can get healthier, and you really are focused on helping people reclaim their health.
Absolutely, yes.
So talk about how you do that.
Yes. Typically people come in one-on-one. They have a health concern or something that they want to improve about their health. And we sit down, talk about everything that's gone on with their health and what they need to do to integrate the tools that I have to offer to help them get better, get stronger.
And you also specialize in dealing with people who've gone through some kind of trauma or have had some experience with mold, or
yes.
Talk about that.
Yes, mold toxicity, autoimmunity, these types of things are very intense traumas to the body. And not only do I help people nutritionally and supplementally through these things, but we realize that there is a very important emotional, physiological component to these things to help the immune system recover and stabilize.
Yeah, I do know this is such a difficult thing. You and I were speaking that I had an experience with mold, and
yes.
I got severe bronchitis, and took a long time to remediate in our home, and I know you had one as well, right?
Yes, I did. I had one as well. It was a difficult thing, but it was a good thing because I obtained new tools. And it did. It took me out of my workplace for a year. I was
Wow.
very sick.
Wow.
But I'm well, I'm good now, and so excited to share my experience with other people.
And what kind of advice would you give for parents who have children who are on the spectrum? Because I know that that's a big issue in today's world.
It really is. And I tell you, I have so much respect for these parents. I would say that food is a critical foundational piece to helping your child recover. And it is a critical piece to helping your child find a good anchor and a springboard to begin to really heal.
And so, do you do food testing with children who are on the spectrum?
Yes, absolutely. Food testing, nutrient testing, and, just putting back into the body the things that they're deficient in and giving their body the raw materials to work with. The progress is incredible.
I have seen this. I know I have a girlfriend whose child was diagnosed autistic,
Yeah.
and through diet and supplementation just became a totally normal, healthy child, and
Absolutely.
had no issues at all anymore. It's amazing how the recovery can go.
Yes, and one thing I would want to say to any parent who has a child on the spectrum is don't ever believe that your child cannot recover or find a better level of functionality, because they absolutely can.
So, in terms of dealing with women's health issues, how do you approach that?
Yes, women's health issues are of course near and dear to my heart, and that again is a one-on-one consultation setting. I see a lot of women with autoimmunity, bowel disease, diabetes, and women really need to get a good metabolic base so that they can then begin to recover their health as well. Women especially, the emotional physiological component is very important to the overall health of our body.
Well, I know diabetes has been a long time huge issue on the planet, but they're saying that by 2020, that depression is going to be one of the major health issues worldwide.
Absolutely, and I believe that. And insulin is a hormone. And we have to be really careful to keep that hormone in balance, because it will affect your other hormones, serotonin and dopamine, and those
right.
are our mood elevating hormones. So not surprising that depression is up there. And when you don't feel well,
it's hard to be excited about life, right?
But there's hope.
There is, and there's ways you can always get better. I know myself, I had low blood sugar, and I have to be very mindful about what I eat and making sure that the right proteins are there and avoiding sugars, and I know that sugar can contribute significantly to cancer, and so
Yes.
you work with people on all those kinds of issues.
I absolutely do. And food is the best medicine. If you have a blood sugar issue, you're going to feel better quickly
Yes.
with eating the right foods. And
Right.
the same is true with your immune system. Helping your immune system to recover is possible.
Right. And so what would you say are the number one things that people should do to eat healthier?
I think the number one thing is eat real food. Stay away from processed food. Eat foods that are nutrient dense. Good.
Like, for example?
Yes, nutrient dense foods are always going to be vegetables, and this is a surprise to most people. Good fats. People need good fats.
Yes.
Good fats actually fuel your metabolism. They feed your brain. They stabilize your blood sugars. And good fats would be things like avocado, olive oil, coconut milk products, and then high quality protein. You have those three major food groups. Those are the building blocks for a very healthy body.
Well, you know, in the last several years, I've tried to be much more plant-based myself, and
Good.
I do a lot of smoothies, and I use kale. I was surprised to discover that kale was the highest protein vegetable.
Yes.
And so I use kale and steam that before I put it in my smoothies, and have found that to be a great way for me to get extra protein in.
Absolutely. And so, you know, we're overfed and undernourished in this country, and that's why we keep eating a lot of junk food. But boy, you put kale in a smoothie, and you want to talk about a powerhouse breakfast, because not only are you getting the nutrients, but you're getting the cruciferous vegetables, which are the most anti-cancer nutrients on the planet. So great for your skin, great for your hair, just great for every part of you.
So how can people get in touch with you, Julia?
Yeah, they can reach me through Axiom Wellness, or they can reach me through Julia McCraeCN.com.
Okay, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.